As you can imagine, it costs a lot of money to do an opera. We're going to play a little game now where you will get to guess how much some different things in operas cost. As we've seen, many of the characters in opera wear costumes. How much do you think this fancy costume costs? Is it $1,000, $8,000, $15,000, or $25,000? Raise your hand with one finger up if you think it's $1,000, and keep your hands raised. Raise your hand with two fingers if you think it's $8,000. Raise your hand with three fingers if you think it's $15,000. And raise your hand with four fingers if you think the answer is $25,000. Does everyone have their hand raised with a 1, 2, 3, or 4? The correct answer is $15,000. So if you had three fingers raised, you guessed right on that one. If one costume costs $15,000, imagine how much it costs for all of the costumes in the opera you see on the screen now. Another thing that opera characters often wear are wigs. Do you think this opera character's wig cost $50, $450, $1,000, or $1,700? Raise one finger if you think it's $50. Raise two fingers if you think it's $450. Raise three fingers if you think it's $1,000. And raise four fingers if you think it's $1,700. Does everyone have a guess? 1, 2, 3, or 4? The correct answer here is 2, $450. If you have two fingers raised, you guessed right about wigs. An opera season is all of the operas that an opera house will put on in a whole year. They have to pay the orchestra, they have to pay the singers, they have to pay the people who make the costumes, they have to pay the people who take tickets and build the sets. How much do you think a whole opera season will cost? Do you think it's $1 million? $57 million, $165 million, or $312 million? Raise one finger if you think it's 1 million. Raise two fingers if you think it's 57 million. Raise three fingers if you think it's $165 million. Raise four fingers if you think it's $312 million. Does everyone have their guess? 1, 2, 3, or 4 fingers? The correct answer here is 4, $312 million. That's what it costs for a whole season of operas at the Metropolitan Opera in New York City. Did anyone get all three answers right? Thank you for playing. The price is correct.